This probably is the last video I'm going to be doing as far as the journal, so here we go. Journal entry syllabus thing. It just, basically a walk down memory lane for all the videos that I've done previously. I read books and, various summaries outlining how humans interact with other humans, how certain groups of people interact with other groups of people. And almost all of it surrounded around the bad things that would happen, like all the bad that happens when you come into contact with other groups. A big thing is racism. A lot of what we read had to deal with how racist people are to one another because one discourse community or one group of people doesn't really agree with what another group of people does, and they kind of clash and bad things happen. People get slapped in chains and have to do work for the other, or just outright killed and harassed just because of who they are. It's very sad. Yeah, bad things happen when the other side. And a lot of what I've learned, like, good thing does happen, but oftentimes it doesn't happen. Good things won't happen until much, much later after the initial contact. Just because slowly these two groups will learn more about one another, and then they'll begin to get along, but the racism will still kind of stand. Let's see. Now, the one thing I'm just looking at this because I think it's a big issue today is the immigrants, I believe from Iran, that are trying to come to America, and it's a huge worry to everyone living in America because of all the bombings and stuff, and all the terrorists and ISIS. We're all afraid. So we want to try and bar these immigrants, I'm sure innocent immigrants, from coming to America. I don't want to say for definite that they're all innocent because I don't know. But I don't want to outrule the fact that most of them probably are. Most of them want nothing to do with ISIS. But we're still barring them from our country because of the fact that they are from the same nationality, the same country. We're afraid. What else can be said? Let's see. Yeah, everyone's afraid. A clash, you can say that a powerful political figures, like Donald Trump today, trying to become president, he himself has openly attacked the Iranian people, saying he doesn't want any of them to come into America. And people are eating that up. People love that. Let's see. Yeah, not wanting to come at all. Iranians, I'm sure that some of the immigrants are trying to argue their case to why they should be allowed in, but they don't really have a good platform, a good medium for people, or a lot of people in general, to hear about this, to allow them in, because it's not really out in a lot of people's control. It's mostly a government thing. And the general public, because we're afraid of terrorists and stuff, we're just by choice not letting them in, or attempting to. And for those that do make it in, they're probably meeting a lot of heavy racism and racist beliefs and stuff. Kind of similar to what the African Americans felt back whenever they were coming to America, like dealing with all the racism and stuff like that. But it might be a little different now because they won't deal as much physical direct attack. But I'm not 100% sure on how that is. And I understand why people are scared, because no one really wants the bombings to happen, and people are very defensive about that, and I get that. But I just think it's baffling that we're just going to do this to a group of people. Personally, I have no place saying anything. I just hope I don't get any criticism from this. Why would I? I get like 2 views. Silly. And what I'm going to be doing my research paper on, I've just looked at controversial topics, and one that I'm going to be doing is cell phones. This thing. I'm constantly attached to it, calling people, reading manga from it, emails, text messages. My main mode for talking to people. Facebook's on this thing. And the question is it bad? And I'm going to be researching that. I'm going to be going into depths because everyone uses a cell phone. Like my psychology professor said, you can walk out in the hallways at UC Blue Ash and you'll be amazed by the raw amount of people that are just walking around on their cell phone, just clicking away, not even thinking about it. It's been fun making these videos, and the like 20 hats that I've had to wear. Like, I have most of them outlined just kind of back against here. I put that backdrop off because you didn't need to see the rest of my room, I guess. I should have thought of that like the first couple of videos, but I was lazy. Yeah, I got a Reds hat, I got this hat here. Yeah. The hats you haven't seen even. Like this beanie. It's one of my favorite beanies that I wear all the time. I've probably worn it to class too. have a nice day. I hope you really enjoy it.